LLI Remote Learning Word Study, Lesson 11 for Group U. So what we're going to be looking at today is multisyllable words with prefixes, suffixes, and inflectional endings. I know the last one looked at a suffix, but we're going to be looking at prefixes and inflectional endings as well. You need to notice the words, the root or base words, and other meaningful parts to help you read and understand new words. So let's look at the following words: advisable, conference, contradiction, distrustful, invisible, pre-tested. So what you need to do is notice the parts before and after the base or root word in each word. And what are they? They are prefixes, suffixes, and inflectional endings. We're going to go through these before we do some examples. So how does a prefix work to create a new word? So remember the prefix at the start. So for an example, in is the prefix. Then we add visible, which is the root word or base word, which equals a whole new word, invisible. So we've put something in front of the root word, the prefix, to make a whole new word. So how does the suffix work to create a new word? So we're adding it at the end. So we've got advise, and you'll notice here I have got a minus of subtraction. So we have the root word, then we minus the silent E, plus we add able, which is a suffix, and we get a whole new word, advisable. So now this is another bit which is really important, which is you need to make sure that you're writing the right tense. When I say tense, I mean past or present. Sometimes I find students can switch between the two in the middle of their stories, so you need to be conscious of it. So an inflectional ending is a type of suffix at the end. It's a group of letters added to the end of the word to change its meaning. An inflectional ending can change the tense of a word. So for example, walk, adding the inflectional ending ing or ed, changes the word walk to present or past tense. So let's look at an example. I'm walking down the street is present tense, but I walked down the street is past tense. And that's what can happen in a lot of writing, is that students switch between the two. An inflectional ending can also tell the number of something. For example, the word cat. You can say, I have one cat, or I have two cats. The S at the end is an inflectional ending. So here I have a list of some prefixes, suffixes, and inflectional endings. I'm not going to read them all out, but I do think it's something that you need to have in your book, so you know when you're writing, to make sure that you have the right prefix or suffix in a word. So I'd like you to write down the following words: autographed, enforcement, envision, exportable, recyclable, skillfully, submerged, and transferred. I want you to think about what is the base in there, what is the prefix, what is the suffix or the inflectional ending. So then you need to have a go. How did you go? Okay, check that against your answers. Then what you need to do is you've got some web pages here that you can go to and have a bit of a play, and pop them down in the comments below so you can access them. So just to recap what we did today, you need to notice the meaningful parts and the base word to understand your prefixes and suffixes, and so that you have your base word and you know your prefix, your suffix, and your inflections.